Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email and it says, why do women have such a fascination with going on dates? This is the question I've been asking myself lately based on I've been with my girl for 2 years and she puts pressure on me to take her out. From the time we've been together, I can say I know her and she knows me. So why go out and spend money and waste time when I'm focused on bettering myself in every way? So please help me understand why women want to go out so bad, whether she's single, in a relationship, engaged, or married. All right, so this is a good question too. I was actually talking about this to a friend the other day. And basically, when it comes to women and wanting to go out on dates and stuff like that, I was basically telling them that dating, technically is for the woman. You understand? So what I mean by this is, when you are actually dealing with a girl or whatever, you go on dates with chicks because that's sort of how you actually get in a situation to get something going with her. Meaning that, technically you as a man and most dudes, if you're being honest with yourself, right? When you meet a chick, you don't really care to go on a date. You sort of, you see her, you think she's cute, and you want to have sex with her, right? So you don't really need to go out. Like if you was with a chick and someone said, hey, listen, you can either go out with this chick to dinner and, to some play or a movie or something, or she could come over your house and y'all could, order some Chinese food, Netflix and chill and smash, right? You'd probably choose the second option because, it's like, why would I want to do the other shit when we could just do this, right? But the thing with dating is that, it's for the chick, because the chick, she wants to sort of, get to know you because she's sort of figuring out like, oh, are you a good guy? Are you a guy that I want to see myself with? So she's sort of figuring out, all that type of stuff while she's dating you, right? But the thing is, another main reason why chicks love going on dates is because a date is basically just a representation of, attention that she's getting. You understand? This is basically her being, getting a lot of attention from a guy. And, for a certain amount of time, or however long your date, the date is or whatever, or we are going out, it's a time for her to get all dressed, feel special, and, go out and be seen with some guy that is giving her attention. You understand? And the thing is, you were asking like, you were saying, hey, you're in a committed relationship, so why is it that these chicks still want to go out? Because you're saying, I already know my girl already, she knows me, so it's not like she needs to get to know me. So why do we need to still go out, right? And the thing is, she still wants to go out because, again, you dating is a representation of attention. So she still wants the attention. So the thing is when you get into a relationship with a chick, things start to get routine, and then she's still gonna want to sort of quote unquote feel special. You understand? Like, it's gonna make her feel special that you're actually still taking her out, and doing these things. Because when a chick is with you and you're in a committed relationship, right? She's still seeing other women or she knows other women who may be single, other women who are dating other guys, and these guys are taking these girls out on dates. So now she's thinking, oh, my friend Stacy, when I was at work, she told me, she met some guy and then he took her here. They went on a horse and carriage ride and it was so romantic and blah, 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 blah. And then she's thinking that you and her just, sat on the couch and watched, reruns of Family Guy on Netflix. You feel what I'm saying? This weekend. So she's comparing her situation to this other girl's situation, and now she doesn't feel, special anymore. You feel what I'm saying? And so this is why, even when you're in a relationship, chicks want to, still go out there, because the thing is that what's happening is when you get into that relationship, and you could, you as a dude, if you're a guy or real guy, you could care less about all that shit in most cases. But for her, to her, it's like, wow, like my man used to take me here and take me there, and it's been like a month and a half, 2 months before, since we've went anywhere. You understand? And again, you going out with her and doing stuff is her getting attention from you and her feeling, special and feeling good and all that other stuff. So if you're just, at home chilling and, just hanging out or whatever, she's going to feel like, oh, something's wrong with the relationship. We're not doing things like we used to. You don't care about me anymore because you don't take me out. You don't do this. You don't do that. You see what I'm saying? And this is why chicks, they love to date. They love to go out and do all this extra shit because, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel special. You understand? With chicks, it's all about feelings. It's all about the feeling. You understand? And chicks are always comparing themselves to other women. They see other women getting. Let me tell you something. I remember, it was, I think I talked about this before too. This was like years ago on Valentine's Day with my ex-girl. And I remember I had to work on Valentine's Day. So we celebrated Valentine's Day a day before Valentine's Day. So we just did the whole Valentine's Day shit, the day before Valentine's Day, right? So Valentine's Day comes and my friend, he goes out with his girl and, he went to some fancy restaurant. He bought all these flowers, did all this stuff. And so, me and my boy lived in the same apartment. He was my roommate. So he comes, to the house or whatever after their date and everything. And I think I was working that day and then I met up with my girl and then me and my girl went back to my house. So like we're walking in and as we walk in, they're walking in too. And she has all these flowers and this and this and that. And we didn't technically do anything that day, me and my girl, because I had to work, but it was still Valentine's Day. So since she saw my friend's girl with all the flowers and the candy and she's, oh, we went here, we did this and blah, 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 she was feeling some type of way about it. And then, she comes to me like, oh, how come we couldn't have done something else today? You didn't get off work too late. We could have went somewhere after work and blah. And I'm like looking at this girl like, didn't we just do something yesterday for this Valentine's Day shit? Right. But the thing is that, she felt a certain type of way because, my friend's girl was right there on Valentine's Day with all this date shit and going out and all that other stuff. Right. So in that moment, she wasn't feeling, as special because we didn't do something in that moment, even though we did something yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So chicks, they start feeling all these things and all that other stuff. And this is why they love going on dates. They love, going out and doing all this extra stuff. And the thing is, they want to spend time with you and all that other stuff. But the thing is, they would rather spend time out than in because going out represents when you guys are first, going out and doing all that extracurricular shit, or, when you were, first messing with her and whining and dining her and courting her and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then, that's why she wants to make that happen. You feel me? So, that's pretty much it. Guys, listen, if you have a question to send me, make sure you click the link below, send me your question. Remember, I get a lot of emails, so if you want to, your question answered, guaranteed, if you want your question to be answered, for sure, like you actually want me to do the video, make sure you click the link below and you can send me a donation. If you send me a donation, it's guaranteed that I will do the video. Do you understand? And all the information is below when you click the link to send me your question. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm out. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.